Hey, welcome to another episode of Stand Tall. Today is July 29th. We're going to continue our journey reading from Sun Tzu and the Daily Stoic. It is a military axiom not to advance uphill against the enemy, nor to oppose him when he comes downhill. Do not pursue an enemy who simulates flight. Do not attack soldiers whose temper is keen. I think 33 and 34, these two verses in chapter 7, kind of mirror each other. Don't advance uphill against the enemy if they have high ground. These are basic military givens, I guess is the word. If you have high ground, defend it. If you're not on high ground, vacate immediately. Do not pursue an enemy who simulates flight. So always don't give in quick, right? Don't say, oh, they're retreating. Let's chase after them. It could be a trap. It could be any number of things. So make sure that you are studying the circumstances. Do not attack soldiers whose temper is keen. Well, yeah, if they have if they have a sharp temper, it may not be the best to engage if they're mad at you. That goes for a lot of things, not just war. If they're mad at you, do not engage. Okay. So we ended last week with avoiding confrontation with orderly ranks and not attacking great formations as mastering adaptation. And then the following. So the rule for military operations is not to face a high hill and not to oppose those with their backs to a hill. Dumu says this means that when opponents are on a high ground, you shouldn't attack upward, but when they're charging downwards, you shouldn't oppose them. I love Dumu. He's very straight, very forward, very to the point, blunt. Do not follow a feigned retreat. Do not attack crack troops. Jialin says if opponents suddenly run away before their energy has faded, there are surely ambushes lying in wait to attack your forces. So you should carefully restrain your officers from pursuit. Li Quan says avoid strong energy. Mei Yaochen added watch for the energy to crumble. Right. So I think Gia Lin brings up a good point of the like if you know they're retreating, but like why are they retreating so early? They could still win. So just being very aware of the energy levels and all of that. And that just goes for business as well. I mean, being aware of any sort of maybe feigned retreat in the corporate world of an enemy. They might appear to be licking their wounds when they're really coming out with a stronger campaign against your company or politician or however. And then the same thing maybe with personal relationships. Maybe it's not always best to beat somebody in an argument or whatever when sometimes it's okay to challenge each other and build upon that in order for the betterment, but sometimes there's too much too soon, and whether that's at home or at work with colleagues. So always kind of just being aware of the positioning in the relationship, in the discussion, and how things are playing out. So let's go to the Daily Stoic, written by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. So all credit to them for the reflections upon this one is Seneca. July 29th, a cure for the self. The person who has practiced philosophy as a cure for the self becomes great of soul, filled with confidence, invincible, and greater as you draw near. Seneca, Moral Letters 111.2. What is a cure for the self? Perhaps Seneca means that through nature and nurture, we develop a unique set of characteristics, some positive and some negative. So already we're following on the art of war and the mirror images and the opposites, uphill, downhill, nature, nurture, positive, negative, feigned retreat, keen emotions. Okay, when those negative characteristics begin to have consequences in our lives, some of us turn to therapy, psychoanalysis, or the help of a support group. The point? To cure a certain selfish, destructive part of ourselves. But of all the avenues for curing our negative characteristics, philosophy has existed the longest and helped the most people. It is concerned not just with mitigating the effects of a mental illness or a neurosis, but it is designed to encourage human flourishing. It's designed to help you live the all caps good life. Don't you deserve to flourish? Wouldn't you like to be great of soul, filled with confidence and invincible to external events? Wouldn't you like to be the proverbial onion, packed with layers of greatness? Then practice your philosophy. That is one of the most powerful closing lines. And they are all, I mean, they are all great a lot of the time. So that's one of the reasons we do this daily, is to practice and to keep doing it and to remind ourselves so that when we encounter these situations daily, what our reactions should be and how to best move forward. And it's time. It's time. So keep standing tall out there, and let's keep doing what we have to do day in and day out. We're almost done with duty and maneuvering. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and take a quick sneak peek forward to August, which is pragmatism. And then here we go. Sun Tzu's Art of War, chapter 8 is all about variation and tactics. So being pragmatic and varying your tactics. So I'm excited to see how we can tie those together. And then, maybe next year we'll go in reverse order, and we'll start with month 12, or 12 of Art of War 13, and do that, or something fun. So let me know what you guys think, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next.